Hi, I'm Jane Roy from the Food Bank. Just want to welcome to the Food Bank. Want to basically get the message out that we are open, we're here for the duration, and take you through some steps should you be coming in for help. One of the biggest things we want people to know is that we're open, we're doing everything in our power to stay open for the duration. So because we only allow so many people in at a time, if you're coming in for help, make sure you dress for the weather. Today's beautiful, but let's say it was raining, make sure you're covered. So essentially we only let one person in at a time. So if somebody's coming in for help, you would come in. We will talk to you. We'll find out the number of people in your family, and then what we're doing is we are pre-packaging all the food, and we're just giving it to you and letting you go home with it. So then somebody would, of course, register. Then they would come on over here. Make sure we stand behind the yellow line. Volunteers are putting together the non-perishables. They're putting together produce, putting together milk and eggs and the dairy and the bread. They put that all together based on some of your family size and other food needs. They will put that on the table. They then step back, and then we take it, and then we would leave from the food bank. And it's been amazing in terms of not just the volunteers that have been coming out to help us, but the public in terms of the donations. And it's been great. So now we're in the area where the volunteers actually operate. They are the ones putting together the hampers. For instance, they're putting together the hampers for different sizes, so you can see the different sizes here. We then put together produce. We'll show you the cooler a bit later when we go to the back of the warehouse. Milk and eggs. And I think one of the biggest things for folks to remember is that we still serve. The numbers of people still coming in has stayed fairly steady, but one of the things we've really seen is the percentage of new folks who have never used the food bank before go up, and it's more than doubled. But this time last year, we were helping about 5% new folks. That's climbed up to 12% right now. So 12% of the folks coming to us for help right now have never used the food bank before. And as this goes on, obviously, that number will most likely increase.
Hi, I'm Glenn from the Food Bank. Jane showed you the front and what's been going on there, but back here is really where all the stuff is taking place. You can see Budweiser's been great to us. They give us all of these boxes every year that we're able, and they're the right kind of sizes. But this is where all the food is brought to and then made into hampers from here. So if you look over here, we quarantine this area. This is the area of new food supplies that have been brought in. We bring them here, and then we sort it out, and then we go over there in order to be able to have volunteers who help us to put it into hampers. They put it into boxes, and then those boxes go up there, and then from there hampers are made. We have walk-in coolers and freezers, and right now the walk-in cooler is just jam full of fresh produce, which is wonderful. 54% of the food that's come into the food bank in the past year has been fresh, and that's what we've been giving out. But we wanted you to get the idea of just what the public has done here, and what businesses and associations and service clubs and churches and mosques and others, this is what they've done. I mean, they've filled up this warehouse because they're aware of the conditions that we're going through. So, we really appreciate being in this community because they make all of the rest of it possible that you're able to see. But we're going to remain open, and we've got volunteers that want to keep coming and people that still want to get out there and get the food for us. So just remember that we'll do the best we can. We help about 8,000 people a month. We don't know what's going to happen to that number as it goes on, but we'll be prepared, and we've got the volunteers and the food to do so.
So that's just a little bit in terms of what we're doing and how we're operating right now. The community's been amazing, but we also want to let you know there's a food drive coming up. Our annual spring food drive is happening. There's obviously different ways to help now in terms of both food and money, but whatever you can do will make a difference.
We just want to thank you for all that you've done over the past 34 years and what you're going to do in these crucial months ahead. Let's let the best that's in us be there for all of us.